We do events, we do consultancy for baby mommy sector products. We also have our app called MomFit World, which is a one-stop directory, making full use of your time. It's down to the content. What differentiates you from the rest, right?
Correct.
Why should people be going back to you? Consistency in uploading information, that's key as well.
You're watching the show MomBoss with me, Michelle Hon, where we believe MomBoss goal is possible with a little bit of determination and the right strategies. Today I have with me Miss Gidania Wong. I met Gidania about 4 years ago through MomFit, which is a website which combines intelligent, thoughtful editorial for mothers, babies and young children. And 2 years ago, you also launched MomFit World app, a go-to app for all matters parenting, connecting vendors to busy, savvy mothers. You are still in public relations for more than 10 years. So tell me, how did the idea of MomFit come about?
Okay, I think motherhood changes you, right? So for me, this was my defining moment that changed. I've always been in the communications line, as you know, but when I found myself, I've always enjoyed reading, but when I got pregnant, I found myself severely underprepared. Like I was so scared. I didn't really have many friends that were pregnant at the same time or had kids, and everybody was just like, oh no, your life is over and so on. I'm like, really? My life is over? Okay, I need to be prepared for this. So I started reading a lot and just participating in some mommy groups online and so on. And what I realized was there was a lack of content that modern women were going for. It was very, very much skewed towards either you are super stay-at-home mommy or you are the working mommy who doesn't have time for anything and so on, but nothing that was an in-between that also kind of reflected your growth as a woman, So I want to be myself, but at the same time, a new extension of me is the mom mode, right? Like, you don't switch yourself completely. I know some people can. They're like, okay, this was me and now this is me, but I'm still me, So that was how the idea came about. And then I started talking with a couple of my friends, Dolores, who's my co-founder, and we decided that, hey, why don't we start something like an information resource for modern women like ourselves who enjoy going out, who still want to travel, who still want to dine somewhere, also want to meet up with friends, but at the same time, give a damn about our kids, who really, really want the best for our kids as well. So what can we do? So we decided, why not let's start this site. So with the goal of like providing education, information, we started MomFit. It has since branched out to do so many other things. We do events, we do consultancy for baby mommy sector products. We also have our app called MomFit World, which is a one-stop directory. We also do a little bit of what I call project management, for certain brands, influencer seeding and things like that. So it's since grew. What started out as a small passion project,
website for
just like a website for information to share all of our thoughts, our events, maybe nice places to go to with your husband, with your kids, and so now suddenly grew to become something so different. So we've had
in the span of
it's about 4 years now. December would be 4 years. So I started it about 4 months after the birth of my son. So it's like my little project.
Second son.
Second son. Or a girl, second girl.
Second girl. I think it's more of a girl,
but I think we didn't expect it to grow so big as well. But we're happy where it's gone.
Cool.
And we've had to now grow the team to support what we're doing as well.
So do you think, like, in terms of the growth, was it something that you think, that's something I can do, so let's go there, or it's more because you are already having these like working relationships with the brands and they're the one coming to you and say, hey, can you support my events and sort of like grow organically in that way?
Great question. I think it's a bit of both as well, because with my background, a lot of the event planning, the marcoms part of it, social media came kind of naturally. But at the same time, I think the introduction to the mommy sector, the baby sector, was very new to me. So I'm still learning, still having to attend events, attend lessons as well sometimes, right, to grow my base, to find out a little bit more. So it was an extension of both. And I think one thing to note is that maybe you would agree as well, the parenting sector, or should I say kids, is kind of recession proof, right? Parents want the best for their kids no matter the economic status and finances, right? Everybody just wants to see would give the best within their capabilities for their kids. So we saw that as a growing market. I think that has lots of potential, and I think the best is yet to be. You know, we can still do so much more.
So from a small group of how many, and then to today?
We started as 3 of us.
Okay, just the co-founders.
Just the co-founders. One of them had to leave, you know, early on due to motherhood and so on. But I think at the peak we had 9 members in our team. So some working on the app, some working on the marketing side, editorial, as well as events. So that was the biggest I think we were at one point.
Okay, and what's your role in this business?
So I run the day-to-day operations, the execution of most of our campaigns, and oversee the content as well. My official role is actually Chief Marketing Mommy.
Okay.
But I think marketing is like so much right now. Everything. So,
especially if it's your own business, you tend to step outside your supposed role and just take on what you can do.
So I didn't want to start out doing a lot of the writing because I felt like I just want to concentrate on what I want to do. But
what you do best, right?
That because it's your own business, and also because we were bootstrapping a lot at the start, I think we all contributed to do so many other things. So I had to help with reviews, with writing, with editorial as well. So sometimes now even video content, you know, and I'm not exactly an expert there, but as usual we're growing and learning every day. So that's essentially what I do now in a nutshell.
And that's the thing, right? Having a business is that you grow along with your business, and things that you did not know initially, you just take it on and you just learn. Whether you have staff or not, you sort of have to know a little bit about it before you pass it on.
Totally. I think absolutely agree. I was never a super digital type of person. I mean I liked what I liked, you know, but I was never super like coding, you know, back then and so on. But now I think I can at least do a little bit of everything, you know, like troubleshoot simple stuff, you know, upload certain things on the site. But I would have been probably, if you asked me this like 10 years ago, I'll be like, nah, I'm the last person to want to work in like a tech or digital kind of thing. I'm not the website type. I'm not good with all of that. But now I think it's so essential, right? Social media as well, you know. I've always enjoyed taking photos, quite vain, you know. But now it's like so much more. You have to create content, you have to manage all of that.
It's more than just taking photos.
Exactly,
what's the point of the photos? What's the story behind it? And
you taught me a lot about that.
So how to place your legs.
How to place my legs to look longer.
That's important.
Now my pictures are all super ultra long legs thanks to you. But you keep learning, right? And I mean, that really, like I said, 10 years ago, I wouldn't think I would be here right now. And it's not like I'm somewhere or what, but it's just very different from what I expected. And it's interesting to see how your business takes you into different directions, and also how motherhood kind of changes you to want to do a little bit more, I think. And a lot of talk is about working from home, right, as well. And I think the digital world allows us to do that.
Correct.
As long as you have a laptop, as long as you have your phone,
internet connection,
you can go anywhere and work,
right? You can do anything.
So
information at your fingertips. You can't. You don't know how to do anything. Google it.
That's my best friend, Google.
That's true. And you know, you just mentioned that motherhood changed you. How do you think you have changed since you become a mom? And how does that has like helped you in your business?
Okay. I think one part of it is I've absolutely become a multitasker, a better multitasker. I now can do so many things at the same time. When previously I would like to, you know, take my time to do things, but now it's like so many taps in my brain now, but at the same time, you know, like I get to do this, do that, and everything at the same time. So multitasking for sure. I think time management is also a very, very vital skill that every mom probably has. You know, you can manage the housework, the kids, your business all at the same time, or maybe not at the same time, but you know, all in pockets of timings. So I make sure that, you know, when I work, when I'm home, I'm home. You know,
Okay.
yeah. So my two different
It's very
selves.
clear.
Yeah, it has to be pretty clear. And once the kids go to bed, that's like my round 2 of working. You know,
Yes.
a little into the night, and then I catch up on my sleep. And in the morning, it's crazy because the kid has to go to school,
Rushing
the
them
baby,
to-
blah blah blah, before I go to work. Yeah, but
Yeah.
then in the afternoon, it's got to be solid working. I think. Making full use of your time is the way to go, right? When you
Yeah.
have to wear so many hats. Yeah. So those two lessons, and also I think unconditional love. Wow, you never knew you could love this much.
Yes.
Until you really become a
Yeah.
parent, and you know you would
And you
do
appreciate your
anything.
mom a lot
Yeah,
more.
Super, yeah. Oh, when my mom came to see me after I gave birth, I immediately tried to hug her in that state because I'm like, oh no, I know how much pain you went through and all that. Yeah, but
We
really
finally-
unconditional love. I think you learn to love differently. And I struggled with having a second kid. I think you knew about
Yeah,
that
you
as
just, Gidania
Yeah,
just
yeah.
had a second kid, and she is.
She's 1 now. She
Yeah,
just turned
she just-
1.
just
Yeah,
turned
so
1.
I think that's also something surprising. You learn that your love is not limited.
Correct.
It's really a
It could
bottomless
double.
pit. It doubled.
Yep.
It multiplied so much, and you never knew that you had that much love to give, right? Yeah, but now you have 3, and you
Yeah.
probably love all 3 of them
Yeah.
equally. Yeah, so that's something that is amazing, and your heart has grown so much.
Yeah.
More. You now can love your kids, and also you have love for other kids as
Yeah.
well. When you see them, they need
Yeah.
something, you're there to help. Yeah, so I think those few things kind of I wasn't expecting, I would say. Yeah.
Almost immediately after you gave birth, you were back at work, weren't you?
Yeah, I did the 1 month confinement.
Okay.
Yeah, a little longer this time round
Oh,
because
okay.
it was the second kid,
Oh,
so about
good.
40 days.
Oh, so you did allow the time for
I
your
did
body
allow
to
the
heal.
time to heal, but I have to confess I was still on the phone emailing all the time. I
Yes.
couldn't
So,
escape
there you
from
go,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't really go out and start that whole
Oh, okay.
meeting and so on. But I think by the second month, I was
Yeah,
out
I
and
saw that
about,
you were
yeah.
kind of like bounce back pretty
Yeah, I
quickly.
think you
and-
can't help it when it's your own business
Yeah.
as well. If not you, who, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the team still has to go on, the work still has to be done. So you allow yourself some rest, some time to bond with the baby, but then it's back on to work. Maybe
Yeah.
not full swing, but
Correct.
at least mini swing,
Yes.
one step swing, and then, you get back. Yeah.
Yeah, I like what you said at the start of the interview where you say, we do not just become a mom and we did not just identity
Yeah.
switch, right?
Yeah, or
We're
shed
still
your
very
whole
much,
skin,
yeah, we're still very much ourselves,
Yeah.
and I feel that there's a lot of women out there who feels that,
Yeah.
or there are women who have become a stay-at-home mom for too long,
Yeah.
and they feel like it's about time they become themselves again.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, I hear a lot of such incidences. I know a lot of people who are also super selfless, and I salute them really, because I know for firsthand, for sure, I wouldn't be able to do that. I couldn't give myself up completely.
And just
completely.
be
I still need
dedicated stay-at-home mom.
I still
and,
need
yeah.
some of my I wouldn't call it me time, so to speak, but I still
Yeah.
need some semblance of myself.
Yeah.
I enjoy working out maybe from time to time. I enjoy a good high tea with my friends, just
Yeah.
wasting time talking
Yeah.
about everything under the
Correct.
sun. Yeah, I enjoy
and
some.
then leave home and do
Yes.
something for ourselves, which is like our career. and
Exactly,
stuff,
yeah. Even if it's not going anywhere, but do something for yourself,
You're
right?
just being too humble. But I think that being a mother gives me the drive to actually
Yeah.
become better in terms of
yeah.
time management. We realize that we actually don't have that much time to wait. So
Yeah.
just go to
Yeah.
work and just get work done and then go home and
Yeah, I agree with you, and you have 3, there's always something to be done at some time, right? And they're all at different stages.
Correct.
My baby sleeps super early, so I try to make it a point that I'm home by 7 to do dinner with her and then the wipe down and put her to bed.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's not possible, all the time. Once in a while, I will slip up. Once in a while, I have a late night event that I have to attend or I have to organize, and then I'm like, oh no, checking the CCTV, but it happens.
It happens,
You
yeah.
still have to work, right? But I don't feel like, oh, I'm letting her down just because I have to work.
You don't carry that guilt
Yes,
with you.
yeah, I
Give
think-
yourself grace.
Exactly. Give yourself a little bit of leeway as well to kind of stray out of the mom profile from time to time. Not overboard, of course, but I think everything within limits, it's essential to your sanity as well, right? Yeah. So I mean, there's so much that we do and give to our kids,
Yeah.
but we also need to do that for ourselves. Yeah, taking care of your own mental well-being, mental, physical, emotional. That's all us. Happy mom, happy kids, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm a strong believer of that. Yeah, I've seen what happens when I'm a sad mom.
Or sometimes we're angry, we're frustrated, and it's not doing anyone a favor.
Yeah. You know, my son, he's 4 now, and he's very in touch with his emotions and so on. So sometimes when I'm having a rough day, you know, I get a bit short with him, and I'm like, hurry up, there's no time to waste. And he actually turned around and told me, Mommy, don't talk to me like that, because it makes me feel sad. And it makes me feel angry as well, and I want to talk to you like that as well.
Oh wow!
So I'm like, like snap. No, but like snap. You know, like like okay, I kind of need to reflect as well, and not put it on them, because I'm the one in a rush, right? They don't know the concept of time yet. They don't know why I need to quick. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, you know, note to self, that's something to work on as well. Yeah. And you'll be surprised, a 4-year-old that can turn around and tell you that, right? Don't talk to me like that. It's not very nice.
I'm sure he picked it up from yourself or your husband, right?
I think they're very innocent at this age. They say what comes to them. And it probably hurt him that I was like just kind of rushing him along, right? Yeah. So now I try to make it fun. Even when we're rushing, I try to say like, oh, we're on cheetah timing today. We have to be fast. It's a game. Trying to get him on board rather than rushing him through, because then he gets upset and you're frustrated and it doesn't work, right? Yeah. And I mean, sometimes I still I sense myself going into that zone. Yeah.
What you mean? I know.
You're right. Like
what you mean. Like,
almost, but I tell myself like, okay, hold it back. You know, like remember, you're the one in a rush, not him. You know, if he's late, he's totally okay. You're the one that's not okay. So
correct.
Calm down and let's see how
they have all the time in the world.
Exactly, right? Yeah. So
okay. So what's the long-term plan for Mommy Pig?
I think expansion. We're always looking to grow it. We are now in Malaysia already, so we're looking to hopefully grow it into different markets and expand the app, more vendors, more content, more partnerships with vendors that we can work with, and so that's our long-term, or should I say short-term plan as well. In the pipeline.
Right. Okay. Cool. And for people who are, let's say, interested in running a website, right?
Right.
What's the day-to-day most pressing thing to do? Is it like constantly coming up with content?
I think, firstly, it depends what kind of website you want to do, because there's a lot, for example, e-commerce, then you're looking at products that you should
so like an information website.
So like an information website, like a magazine or even a blog, I think content is key. Once you have the structure in place, like the template of how you want it to kind of look like, then it's down to the content. What differentiates you from the rest, right?
Correct.
Why should people be going back to you instead of others? I think it's because your content speaks to them in a way that is slightly different. Think of how you would want to organize that. I think people don't have time for long stories. We're always on the move now, especially mothers. We need fast, we need bite-sized info. I think a lot of the listicles are actually working quite well. Sometimes we see it on the sites. The 10 beauty products you have to own, 5 places to go this weekend. That sort of helps, I think. So content, I think visuals are also very important. A lot of people kind of overlook that, but I think good visuals, spend some time, spend some effort on taking photos, maybe working with a trusted photographer or a friend that can help you with photography if you're starting small and bootstrapping, right? That's what we did at the start, like just reaching out to your network, who can help me. Maybe I'll give you a bit of a token fee, but I'll need to get certain things done, because that helps with the whole professional image and the outlook of your site, right? And next, it's, I think, consistency in uploading information. That's key as well. People want to know that there's content that's coming out, not keeping it dead for too long. You can't keep it up, one article and then super long later another comes out.
So how many articles do you come up with?
We try to do 3 to 5 every week. So at one point I think we were doing 3 every day, but that was a little crazy with so much going on, and we've still got events to attend, projects to execute, so that's a little bit too much. So we've also had to play
adjust
exactly what's the right formula. And I think social media is very important, because you want to amplify the content. Right now you've got the site. So what do we do with it? How do I get more people to
come to the site?
So it could be as simple as posting on your own Facebook, but some people are shy. They're like, I don't want people to know that I'm doing this. It's just a mini project.
They have to clear cut between the personal and the business.
Yeah, so then you have to find another way to do that. I think seeding into mommy groups is also another thing, because there's always people asking for content.
Yeah,
right? Like, where should I go? And then maybe you can
Oh,
try.
I know you do that. I think we're in
I see you in some of the groups too. Yeah.
a similar mummies SG mommy group, and
Yeah,
Gidania is always answering question. I'm amazed. I'm like, oh wow, she's answering question again.
Keeping active, I think sometimes, right?
Yeah.
But some questions I see really get me like, ask a gynae. You shouldn't be soliciting medical advice from random strangers on the internet. Come on,
I agree.
So that point, I really have to say, like, please go and see a gynae.
Yeah,
Please
this
see a
is
doctor.
emergency.
Exactly. Like, stop posting on Facebook. Go to A&E. What are you doing? Yeah. So sometimes there are certain things like that. But I do feel that you need to reach out to other groups, other networks.
Yeah.
Because if you stay within your own network, it's only like this full of people, right? And I think everyone knows how it can grow, like one person shares, blah blah blah. That's the power of word of mouth, right? But you need to actively do that to kind of grow it, right? Yeah. So that's the part where I think some people are more successful and some kind of remain stagnant. You can't seem to grow. Maybe the
and they're like, oh, why is there no people coming to my site?
Yeah.
It's because you haven't done enough outreach to bring
Correct.
your content outside.
Yeah. How do the people, if I'm a random stranger, how would I chance upon your site?
Yeah,
right?
it's like a shop out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think the same goes for every business, right? You need to make a difference. You need to put yourself out there. Yeah. So there are many ways to do that. I'll be happy to have a chat with any of you, or Michelle will, to school you on that. But that's another lesson for another time.
Another like 30 minutes. Alright, so thank you very much. I think we got a lot of good inspiration, a lot of action plan. Go out there and grab your audience instead of staying in your own website. And if you find this video helpful, be sure to share with your friends and just hitting the share button below. And for more interesting mommy news, head to MommyFix.
Thank you. www.mummyfique.com. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.